under a declarative programming style, what do we have? What style? Functional, logic and database. Very good, students. I'm very happy that you remember all these things. Okay, super. So, I hope everybody understood that exactly at what requirement we need to choose which particular programming paradigm. Yes or no? Yes or no? Suppose my programming demands for my not my programming, my task. Suppose my my client has given me some task, and I need to perform that. To perform that task, I need to choose one programming paradigm style. Yes or no? That's what. Suppose my program demands. Suppose it is representing some real world entity. Then which one I have to choose? Which paradigm? Yes, exactly. Exactly, Shazi. So it is OOPS. Okay. But suppose my task is demanding regarding some database related issues. It is depending on, it is demanding some database, some data from the database. Then I just want to deal with the database. Then which programming paradigm I need to choose? Voice is breaking. Okay. Suppose SQL, that is database driven programming style we have, no, that is SQL we need to choose. Exactly. Suppose I need fast response. I need fast response. Fast. My program has to be completed. My task has to be completed very fast. Then, exactly, super, Naga Venkata Karthik, exactly, that is parallel. Because in parallel programming paradigm, what we are doing exactly? We are making our big task into smaller chunks. Yes or no? We are dividing our entire big program into smaller chunks, and we are assigning each chunk, that is each piece of the code, each piece of the task to different processors, as we have available multi-core processors nowadays. Yes or no? We are not dealing with single core processor, right? So if it is fast, if my program has to be fast means, then I need to go for parallel programming. And in parallel programming, some C and C++ also, some in terms of libraries, it is providing parallel programming. And even Java, because of threads, multi-threading concept, it is providing you parallel programming also. Okay, understood now? Understood? I hope this is enough regarding parallel programming paradigms for problem solving. This briefing is enough, I think. Is that fine? Using more number of processes. Yes, exactly. So, shall I continue further? Yes or no? Okay. So, after programming paradigms, to which topic we have to which topic we have covered? Not classes, exactly. Before that, something is there. Oops, need for the oops. Need for the oops. Exactly. Exactly, Janvi. Need for the oops. Exactly why we are moving towards OOP from procedure oriented programming? What exactly the objective? What exactly the objective? What is the objective? We are to choose the OOP rather than procedural real life problems. Exactly, Vishnu. That is where suppose my problem is it is very general, and which is dealing with the real world. Yes or no? In real time, generally we are having real time problems only, right? So to deal with the real world problems, exactly which one is supporting me? Which most supports in that situation is OOPS. Okay, fine, students. Very good, students. So that, and what are all the now I am asking you, listen clearly. What are all the advantages we are getting by using OOPS? What we can achieve by using OOPS? What we can achieve? What we can achieve? Security. Very good. Super. Next, Hussein. Simplicity. Simplicity because of what? Okay. Flexibility. Very good. Reusability. Super. Bhavana and Anupam. Hussein. Exactly. Super. So, I can achieve security, flexibility, reusability, and also simplicity. Exactly, simplicity of in terms of polymorphism also. So these are the benefits I am able to getting by using extensibility. Bhavna, very good, super. Extensibility. Already some code is there. Already some code is already. I'll tell you regarding extensibility. I just want to add one more point, Bhavana. Actually, suppose I just want to perform some task. Already in the internet, the task is some programming already it is available. Almost it is 80%. 80% of the task which I want to perform is already available. Then what I am going to do? Instead of doing that entire 80% of the task again, what I am going to do? I use the task and I'll extend that program to 100%. Understood? So inheritance gives you this feasibility, gives you this beautiful advantage, that reusability and extensibility. Understood, Bhavana? Yes. Good. So that is what the issue. And so I'll ask you in other way. I'll ask you in other way. Wait a minute. Security can be provided through which feature? Before that, I just want to ask you, how many features we are having? How many features we are having? Encapsulation. Number one. Four. Yes, exactly, four. What are they? Encapsulation. Still. And polymorphism, abstraction, inheritance. Exactly, guys. Exactly. Super. So, encapsulation. Through encapsulation feature, what we are achieving? What we are achieving? Encapsulate means security, binding data. Very good, Srividya and Shravya and Tejaswini. So still there are a lot more names. I couldn't able to call all, but very good students. You are awesome. So through encapsulation, we are getting security, because what I am hiding over there? What I am hiding? What I am hiding? What I'm hiding in? Exactly. I am hiding data. Private data. Super, Gauss. Super. So, private data, and under which access specifier my data should be? Under which access specifier my data should be? Private. Then only I can provide security. Fine, no? Understood? Very good. But I just want to access my data. How can I access my data? Of course, data is private. I couldn't. Then I just want to access my data. How can I access? How can I access the data if it is private? Tell me. I hope I didn't tell this clearly yesterday, but still I am asking. No. In class we have two things. Did you remember? In class we have two things. Two things means every class is having two things. What are they? What are they? Properties and behavior, or else data and behavior. Yes or no? Yes or no? So the behavior means methods. The methods are under which category? Under which access specifier? Under which access specifier? Public, exactly. So as the methods, as the behavior is under public, so that through that public member functions, I can access the private data, because they are under same class, because they are in a same class. Understood? Understood what I am saying? To access the private data, one thing is there with me. What is that? Public member functions or public methods. Please inculcate these terminology every day, because I can say data member, I can say attribute, I can say field, I can say data, variable, anything. Yes or no? But you need to relate to that. Understood? Now, fine. That's fine. That's fine with encapsulation. Encapsulation means binding data and methods together as a single unit. Example of encapsulation is class. Very good, Hussein. Very good. Very good, students. Thank you. So after that, I'm moving. Encapsulation is over, right? You understood well. That I understand. That you understood. So next, what we have next is abstraction. What is abstraction? I have given one example yesterday regarding abstraction. Hiding what? Hiding what? Tejaswini? Hiding? Man driving. Exactly. A man is driving a car so that displaying only essential data, but hiding complex data or complex implementation, not data. Complex implementation should be hiding. Implementation details should be hiding. Shravani, very good. Super. So that is what abstraction, because if you expose everything, the man couldn't take a step towards driving. Yes or no? Yes or no? Until unless we don't know anything regarding the implementation, the man or any man or woman can take a step towards driving. That is what gives you the simplicity. Yes or no? That is what gives you the simplicity. And also abstraction gives you the simplicity. And what else we have? Still encapsulation is over, abstraction is over, polymorphism. Very good, Aditya. Yes, polymorphism. What is polymorphism? What is polymorphism? Many forms. Yes or no? An entity is having many forms. Having many forms. Very good. What example I have given yesterday? Person. A person is having a single person in different times. Maybe he may be in different forms. He may be a husband. He may be a brother. He may be a father. Yes or no? He may be a son also. Yes or no? Not he or she, because she may be a daughter, she may be a mother, she may be a sister. Yes or no? So a single person can be represented in terms of different forms. That is polymorphism. Polymorphism gives you the flexibility. How it is giving flexibility? How many types we are having? How many types of polymorph? Very good. Super. Very good, very good. So stop it. So compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. And the in compile time polymorphism, we have seen one example. What is that? What is that? What is that? Early binding also same as compile time polymorphism. We can tell in other terms. The other name of the the other name of the compile time polymorphism is early binding. Later we will see what is early, what is early binding, what is one more is what is that? Early binding, late binding. Sorry, exactly. Correct. So, constructor overloading of super Surya Teja. Exactly. I hope. Actually, I didn't expect that you people tell all these things. But at one glance, you have remembered all these things. Topper. Super. Good, Surya Teja. And even Sri Krishna too, that he recognized that Surya Teja as a topper. Super. Yeah, enough. So, under compile time polymorphism, we have three things: function overloading, constructor overloading, operator overloading. But at this point, we cannot discuss all these things. But I have shown you one example regarding function overloading. What is that? What is that? What function I have overloaded yesterday? Yeah, enough, guys. Sum. Yes. Sum of two numbers can be the method name is sum. If I want to do sum of three numbers also, the method name what I have used? Sum only. But this was not possible in I couldn't do this in C. Exactly, Janvi. Yes, very good. So that is what the advantages. Once you okay, understood now? Now what I need to say, we cannot go for overriding present. We cannot go for overriding now, because through inheritance only we can achieve overriding. Through inheritance. Later on we will see. Later, as the class is going on, we will come to that. Okay? And inheritance, exactly. Now we just want to talk about inheritance. And what is inheritance? What is inheritance? What is inheritance? Behavior. What behavior? Your behavior? Aditya? Huh. That means methods. What do you say? Yes? Acquiring. This is the right time. Right term. Acquiring properties of properties of parent class to the child class is called inheritance. Yes or no? Very good. Like, very good. So through inheritance, what are all the advantages we are getting? What are all the advantages we are getting? Code reusability, extensibility. Very good. Super. Super, Hussein, and even Shazi. Okay. And enough. Tejashwini and Venkat Karthik also no need to write code again. Of course, we will write code, but if it is already there, no need to invent the wheel again. No need of reinventing the wheel. Yes or no? Already wheel is already invented. You just use that wheel and build a car. That's it. That's what. Very good. So just till that we have covered yesterday, right? Shall we go for our PPT? Shall we go for our discussion? Shall we take our discussion to the next level? Yes. Okay. Okay. Please give me 2 seconds of time. I'll share my screen. Okay. I'll share my screen. Please let me take 2 minutes of time. Till now I didn't record, guys. You should remember the teacher. Actually, I need to record this session now. Yes or no? From now on, you should remember. You should remind this teacher that record this session. Okay? Yeah. Hmm. 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 Yes. Yes, students, are you there? Yes, record this session. Yeah, just now I am starting my recording. Okay, I have started. Okay, done. So, I hope this slide you understood very well. Ma'am, please move the chat box. Yes, obviously. Wait, is that enough? Is that enough? Louder. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Rohan. Okay, fine. So, one thing I forgot to ask you is what relationship we are maintaining? Ma'am, chat box. Chat box. Okay, little right. Right. Okay, yeah, sure. Bannu. Bannu. Yes. Wait a minute. Let me take 1 second. Uh, hope this can I can able to do only this because is that enough, guys? Is that enough? One. Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm doing. Wait a minute. I couldn't able to resize it actually. I couldn't able to resize it. I couldn't able to resize. Yes, exactly. Fine. Oh, That's it I can do, my dear students. uh, put it vertically. How can I? No. Leave it, no? Leave it, no? Fine? Yes? Okay. Just there is one end, that's it. Only end subclass. That's it. I'll tell you. If you don't, you cannot see also, I'll tell you. I'll complete the sentences. Sentence, okay? Fine? Okay. Inheritance, what relation we are maintaining? What relation we are maintaining between superclass and subclass? Superclass and subclass, what relation we can maintain? Yes? Are you there, students? Not even one is. Hello? Yeah, students, I hope, please don't raise your hand. I understand that you did not, I understand that you are not able to type in the chat. Yes or no? Please let me check once. Please let me check. Don't raise the hand. Let me check once. Yes, are you there, students? Yes. Can you able to, can you able to, wait a minute, wait a minute. Are you able to chat in the window? Are you able to chat in the window? No. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Please wait a minute. Only 1 minute. Yes. Is this fine? Is this fine now? Okay? Fine. Okay. So, yeah. I'm going to taking care of that. So this is what we are going to see. C++ supports 5 types of inheritance. C++ supports 5 types of inheritance actually. So what are the 5 types of inheritance? What are the 5 types of inheritance? One is single inheritance. PPTs are not visible. Yeah, hello. Is this okay? Is this okay? Is this okay? Are you able to look at the PPT? Are you able to look at the PPT? Good. Fine. So, shall I continue? Shall I continue? Shall I continue? Shall I? Yes? Respond, guys. Please respond. Yes, no? Shall I continue? Very good. So, sorry I troubled you much from the past 5 to 10 minutes, I hope. So, please continue. Let me continue our regular discussion. Okay. So, what are all the types of inheritance? How many types we have? How many types we have? Yes, are you there, students? Are you there? Please give me yes in the chat box. Please give me yes in the chat box. Yes. Yes. Ha. Good. Who? There are the other students. Where are the other students? There are the other students. Is everybody is in front of the system? Let me check once, please. Sorry for yes. Now I am confident that you are there. Good. So without any fine students. Good. Enough. So there are 5 types of please concentrate. There are 5 types of inner ma'am, you are not audible. Is this okay? Is my voice audible? Is this okay? Perfect. Good. Enough. So one is there are 5 types of inheritance. One is single inheritance. Second one is multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hybrid inheritance, and hierarchical inheritance. Okay. So these are the 5 inheritances we have. So this is the example. Actually, this is the example of inheritance. How we can do? Please look at the picture. Please look at the picture. Generally, every animal is there is a class called animal. It's a generalized class. Generalized means more generalized, which is having many properties and many features. And from this animal class, I can able to inherit a dog class, I can able to inherit a cat class, I can able to inherit a cow class. Yes or no? Because is that fine now, Anisha? Yes. Okay. So don't please don't disturb for a while. Okay. A dog and cat and cow classes can be inherited from the animal class, Because as it is the super class, animal class is the super class for all dog, cat and cow classes. Okay, understood? Understood now? Is that fine? Sheikh Obed, is that fine? Okay. Now, yes or no? Already animal may be bark, animal may be it makes sounds, animal may it eats, it walks. Yes or no? From that, the whatever the required properties I can able to inherit into the dog class. Yes or no? Is that is what the meaning here? Understood everybody? This figure? Understood everybody? Understood? Yes. Good. Now, this is what single inheritance. This is what single inheritance. Okay. In single inheritance, what is the thing we are doing? What we are doing? Please tell me. A, B. Actually, that arrow should be upwards always. I didn't find any proper picture actually. That arrow should be towards A. B to A. The arrow should be. Because B is A. But never be A is B. Yes or no? Example, I'll give you example. A cat is an animal, but animal not may be a, exactly it not may not be a cat. Yes or no? So that arrow should be pointing towards A. Okay, please remember that. We will change later on with these pictures and all. So, in single inheritance, I'll give you one example. Already one example we have seen. Employee, yes, exactly, Mr. Deep, Akash Deep. That is, employee is a person. Suppose A may be a person class, B may be a employee class. Then what I can say? Employee is a person. I can able to inherit properties of a person to the employee. Fine? Fine? Good. Now, multi-level inheritance. What is there in multi-level inheritance? Can you give any example? I'll ask you guys. If you can't, I'll give you. Multi-level inheritance. Multi-level. Suppose A is a class, B is a class and C is a class. Can you tell me any real-time example? Please think a little and let me know in the chat box. Food chain. What is that food chain? As it? Example, I need example. Maybe an animal, it can be a bird. అప్పుడు ఏమని చెప్పాలి? అప్పుడు సూపర్ క్లాస్ ఏమని అవ్వాలి? స్పీషీస్ ఏదో ఉంటుంది కదా. On top of, suppose C may be cat, B may be animal. On top of that animal, living things, maybe mammals. Exactly, Shaji. Very good. There may be A may be mammals, B may be animal, and C may be exactly cat. Yes or no? And in other terms, mostly boys and girls generally today you may be liking cars. Can you tell me in terms of cars? In terms of cars, any example? Any example? Suppose C is a car. I'll tell you, I'll give you a hint. Now C means here the class. Please look at my cursor. C, no? This is a class, car class. Then what it would be? B. KMIT CE Dinesh. Super. So, what is B would be? B would be, C is a car class, B is a, I am asking Bhavana, vehicle, car, color. No, color wouldn't be a class. Color is not a class. I am asking, please don't mess up the chat box. Don't mess up the chat box. C is a car company, C is a car class, and B would be automobiles. B would be automobiles. Yes, exactly. Ferrari, yes. Jashwant is good. Ferrari class, exactly. Suppose Ferrari, maybe exactly for Ferrari I can able to create a class. Yes or no? Now I will tell you, C is a car, B is automobiles, and A may be vehicle. A may be under vehicle. That is, vehicle is a super class. In vehicles there may be cars, there may be trucks, there may be cycles also, and B is automobiles. Yes or no? Cycle never comes under automobiles. Yes or no? So, No, Aditya, break is not a class. Break is not a class. So you cannot. You cannot. Okay. Understood what I am saying, Krishna Aditya? It's wrong. It may be C is a car, class C is a car class, B is a automobiles class, and A may be vehicles class. Is that fine? Is that fine? Is that example okay? Yes. Now, multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. Can you tell me any example of multiple inheritance? What exactly multiple inheritance is? What exactly multiple inheritance is? There may be several base classes from base 1 to base n. There may be several base classes. From all the base classes, I can able to derive some properties into derived class. Ma'am, a doubt. Car is also vehicle, right? Yes. Rahul, I think you didn't understand what multiple inheritance is. Multi-level inheritance is. Multi-level inheritance. Suppose, I'll tell you in another way, Rahul, Mr. Rahul. See, A is my grandfather, B is my father, and C is me. See how the chain is. This is the multi-level inheritance, no? A is the grandfather class. My grandfather is maybe having many features, and some of the features I am able to acquire from my A, that is grandfather. And from my father, I may be acquiring some of the features, not all the features, some of the features from my father. That is C, it's me. Yes or no? Did you understand what I am saying, Mr. Rahul? Is that okay? Is that doubt clarified? Multiple inheritance, multi-level I am asking regarding Rahul. Rahul's doubt I am clarifying. Multiple inheritance, all sections are CSE, IT and higher one is KMIT. Multiple, Dinesh, multiple. Is that ma'am, in multi-level inheritance the arrow should be reversed. Yes, exactly, Hussein. I already told you in the beginning. Please C to be points to B and B to be points to A. That is, a car may be automobile, a car is a automobile, an automobile is a vehicle. But it never be, a vehicle must be an automobile and an automobile must be a car. Yes or no? Understood? A automobile may be truck also. Understood what I am saying, students? Do you have any? Arrow should be reverse. Arrow should be reverse. Rahul got it, no? Good. Good, Rahul. And still anybody? Shall I move? Yes. Regarding multiple inheritance, can you suggest me, can you tell me any example? Every living thing, okay. So, what is that, Aditya? Aditya, please, that multi-level story is also over, is already over. Please tell me regarding multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. From B1, B2, there are multiple base classes. From all the base classes, some of the properties I am going to acquired into derived class. Okay. Okay. And what is derived class from Dinesh? From B1, B2 or CSE, IT? Okay. Then B1, B2 or CSE, IT. Then what is the derived class? Chemical factory products. Shall I tell you? Shall I tell you in a generalized way? CSE containing sections, of course. One thing we can do. Base 1 may be CSE, base 2 may be ECE, and base 3 may be IT. Yes or no? There are different sections, and from all the sections, can I able to acquire some properties of derived class as student? Yes or no? Did you understand what I am saying? There may be base class may be CSE. Base class may be CSE. Base class may be B1 may be CSE, B2 may be ECE, and B3 or BN may be some some departments. From all those, can I able to derive student class? Student, yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Exactly. Exactly. Chaitanya, student, football player. Okay. B1 is student, B2 is football player, and B3 is writing. What is this? All these characters can be a part of student. Then you need to say, then you need not say, you should not say like that. Maybe B1 may be studies, B2 may be sports, and B3 may be some other thing, and we can acquire the properties to student. Stop, Mr. Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, that your thing is somewhat, there is an ambiguity. It should not be like this, Krishna Chaitanya. Okay, all these things can be done by a person. Of course. So, what I can do? A person or student can be acquired some properties from some base class may be studies, base class may be sports, base class may be singing, and you can acquire all. Exactly. Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Aditya, you said well said. That is, derived class may be child, and base classes may be father and mother, and maybe grandfather and his grandfather, and so on. Yes or no? From all of them, we may be acquiring some of the properties to child. Exactly, Krishna Aditya. What you said is exactly right. And understood now? Understood everybody? Did everybody understood? Hello. Rishikesh, give some proper, sensible examples. Fine. Shall I move ahead? Did everybody understood what is exactly multiple inheritance? Multiple inheritance? Understood now? Understood or not? Yes. One thing I just want to tell you guys. Multiple inheritance is supported in C++, but not in Java. In Java, we cannot support multiple inheritance. But in C++, we can. Hybrid inheritance. Hybrid. By heading itself, can you please let me know what it is striking? Hybrid inheritance. What does it mean? From the heading itself, please. I am asking you the meaning, not the example. Example we will see. Okay. Yes, exactly, Nagavenkata Karthik. Mixing of not only two, many means two or more inheritances. Combining two or more, combo of two, not two. More than two maybe. Yes or no? So that is what hybrid inheritance. There may be see here, A to B, B to A, there is a single inheritance. Yes or no? B is a subclass of A. That is single inheritance. And what is this? D, please look at my cursor. Please stop in chat box. Please let me complete. D is derived class of B, and B is a derived class of A. What inheritance it is? Did you understand what I am saying, students? D, please listen carefully. D is a subclass of B. B is a subclass of A. So what is this inheritance? What type of inheritance is it? It is multiple. Yeah, DBA. Exactly, Gayatri. Super. Exactly. Yes or no? It is multi-level, ma. It is multi-level, not multiple. I'll tell you what is multiple. Please let me know what is multiple over here. You please tell me by saying the alphabets. Multiple. What is multiple over there? Multiple. Where are you? B, C, D. Yes or no? That is, D is the subclass of both B and C. Yes or no? B, C, D. And one more thing I just want to tell you guys. This is what This is hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchy. That is reverse of multiple. Hierarchical inheritance is the reverse of multiple inheritance. That is, please look at this. A is the superclass of all these things. Animal class is the superclass of cat, dog, and maybe some other thing. Yes or no? Yes or no? That is what? Hierarchical inheritance. Understood? Understood what is hierarchical? What is hierarchical? Yes. Come to this. What is hierarchical over here? What is hierarchical over here? Exactly, Vaibhavi. That is ABC. Super. I hope everybody understood this. Types of inheritances. Reverse of multiple only. Shake, obit. Okay, fine. Understood now, everybody? All types of inheritances, right? That's it. Now, come to the last topic in the first part of the unit 1. This is the last part in the first part of the unit 1. In unit 1, there are 2 parts. In the first part, this is the last concept. What is the concept? Differences between OOP and procedure-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming and procedure-oriented programming differences. Please read the first point in TOP and OOP. What is first point? In procedural programming, program is divided into small parts called functions. Understood? Yes or no? That's what we have done in C, right? In C, what we have done? The entire program is divided into small functions. Am I right? Yes or no? Students, understood what I am saying? Yes. And I am telling under the OOPS concept. In object-oriented programming, program is divided into small parts called objects. Yes or no? Listen, students. In object-oriented programming, this programming style never bother about the functions. It bothers only about the objects. The entire program is divided into objects. Objects. Yes or no? Ma'am, will different objects take different spaces in functions? Different objects will take different spaces in functions. What does it mean? Ma'am, the question more clear. Can I have the question more clear? Will different objects take different spaces as in functions? Question, please. Can you please, Shankar, can you be more clear? Each object is having different copies of functions, Mr. Shankar. Actually, suppose yesterday we have, ma'am will different. Yesterday we have created one student object. Did you remember that? Like in C, different functions make different stacks and may take more space. Is it applicable in case of objects too? Please let me talk related to this. Yesterday, we have created one S1. We have created one S1. Did you remember that? Did you remember that? Student S1. Yes, no? Shankar, did you remember the class structure? I have roll number and name, data. Data members as in student class, data members as roll number, name, and member functions as read. Did you remember that? Did you remember that? Yes or no? Did you remember? Yes. If you remember that, it is easy for me to explain. So, whenever I created student S1, in memory, there is a separate memory will be created for student S1. In that S1, a student 1 is having a roll number, a name, and read method. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. I am talking about student S1. Student S1 memory gets created in the memory by having its own roll number, its own name and read method. Suppose, listen carefully. Suppose I am creating student S2. Then again, as and when I say student S2, again S2 memory, S2 objects memory will be created. Okay. S2 is also, S2 means some other student. S1 may be Shankar, S2 may be Nandini. S2 may be having different roll number, different name as Nandini and different read method. Understood? Understood? Please visualize in a blocks manner. Please visualize an object like in a box. Understood, Shankar? What I am saying? Did you visualize what I am saying? S1 may be Shankar, S2 may be Nandini, S3 may be Dinesh and S4 may be some other student. Everybody is having their own roll number, their own name and their own read method. Is that fine? Fine? Okay. Good. Good. Understood? Shall I move ahead? Shall I start my discussion? Yes. Okay. So the first point, did everybody did everybody understand the first point? Both in yeah. Welcome, Mr. Shankar. Yeah, both in POP and OOP. First point I am asking. Did everybody understand the first one? In POP, the complete task is divided into functions. In OOPs, the complete task is divided into objects. And second point, I am talking about the second point. Please look at my cursor. Second point. The procedural programming follow within 5 minutes. I am closing this, guys. After that, you will be getting one quiz. Okay, do that. So, second point, procedural programming follows top-down approach. Procedural programming approach follows top-down approach. Top-down means, what is top-down? The entire task is divided into function. Main in C, generally what we are going to do in C, we'll call the functions. Yes or no? In main, from main we are going to call all the functions. Yes or no? Yes or no? That is what top-down approach. That is what top-down approach. But in object-oriented thing, what we are doing? What we are doing? Initially we create smaller objects first and then we'll combine all these objects to make a bigger complex program. Listen, students, Sweta and Suryateja and Akashdeep. Did you understand what I am saying? Did you understand, people? That is, in object-oriented, we'll concentrate more on the object. We'll design the objects first, and then we'll segregate them into a single complex program later. That is what bottom-up approach. Bottom up. At the bottom level, objects will be there. Understood? Bottom level, we first concentrate on objects thing first, and then we'll go for the consolidatory task. Understood? Did everybody understand the second point? Did everybody understand the second point? Shall I move ahead? Yes. Good, good. Now, third point. What is third point? Is it visible, my dear students? What is the third point? Repeat once. Sai, what I am saying, yeah, I am repeating, my dear students. Top-down approach means initially you will be calling your program is divided into functions. Yes or no? Your programs are divided into functions. In C, procedural programming example is what? C only, no? C only, no? Yes. In this top-down approach, what we are doing is only one thing. Breaking the bigger problem into smaller chunks. Breaking the bigger problem into smaller chunks. That is, first we'll concentrate on the bigger problem. According to the bigger problem, we divide into functions. That is top-down. Understand or not? Did you understand? Who asked me? Sai? Understood, no? What about bottom-up approach? In bottom-up approach, we don't bother about the bigger one first. What we are going to do? We'll combine the smaller chunks. We will concentrate on the smaller chunks. What is the smaller chunk in object-oriented programming? Object. Yes or no? What is the smaller thing in OOPS programming? Object is the smallest thing in the OOPS programming. So we will concentrate more on the objects first. Then we will combine all the smaller chunks to more complex program. Understand? Sai, did you understand what I am saying now? Did you get it? Did you get my point? Yes, no? Okay. Welcome students. Okay, fine. That's it. So, fourth point I am concentrating. Why is C++ better than Java? It is a very big question. It will be taking mostly 2 days. Sri Krishna, why is C++ better than Java means the one thing I can able to say now. Sri Krishna, sorry. Both OOPs, right? Yes, exactly. Both are OOPs related programming paradigms. Please listen carefully. One thing is C++ is platform dependent. Java is platform independent. Very good question you asked. Listen carefully. C++ is platform dependent. Java is platform independent. Can I explain more in 1 minute? Suppose in C++ platform, what is platform? OS. Yes or no? If you write the code, C++ code regarding suppose Windows, it may not be worked in Linux operating system. Ante a program what I'm talking about is source code. I am talking about, my name is Abhishek. Then why did you kept Sri Krishna? Why did you keep your name as Sri Krishna? You should not do that, no? You should. Okay. So, Mr. Abhishek, what I am saying is the source code which you are writing your C++ in Windows, it may not be worked in Linux operating system. It may not be worked in Macintosh. Yes or no? So listen carefully, listen carefully. But Java, if you write in Windows, you can use that Windows source code into any operating system. Write once, use anywhere, anytime. That is what the advantage of Java. Understand? Is my answer, am I reachable to you? Did you get my point? Did you get my point? Yes, no? Good. That is the advantage of Java. Once you come across with the C++, you'll be familiar with OOPS concepts, then it is a cakewalk for you to understand Java. Okay? Then Java is better than C++. No, ma'am, it is platform. Yes. Tasmiya. Right? Good. Fine. So, the last point, the fourth point I'm adding you guys. Adding new data and functions is not easy, and adding new data and functions is easy in OOPS. New data and functions is not easy means in POP it is somewhat tough because already we have given the structure. In C, already we will maintain the function definitions, function declarations. Yes or no? Adding something new it may be creating some of the problems actually. Yes or no? So, but in OOPS, you can create. It is flexible. You can add at any point of time. You can add your data and functions, new data and functions at any point of time. It is not that much critical in OOPS programming. Yes. Yes. Fine now. Listen guys. This is the last slide actually. Look at this. The first point. OOPS, procedure-oriented programming is less secure and OOPS is more secure. Did you understand this point? Yes or no? Why POP is less secure? Why POP is less secure? POP means procedure-oriented programming. C. Why it is no access specifiers? Exactly. There are no access specifiers. No data hiding. Exactly, students. Super. That is, please look at this. Please look at this in POP. How the relationship between data and functions. Suppose there is a global data. Globally, I have declared suppose some X. That global data is available to even function 1, function 2, function 3 which are having in my program. Yes or no? Suppose I may be having n number of functions in my program. If there is any global data, that data is available to all the functions. They can easily modify that data. They can easily update that data. So, there is no security, right? There is no security. But what happens in OOPS? But what happens in OOPS? But what is happening in OOP? Please look at this. This is object A. This is object B. This is object C. But how is the relation? Exactly, the relation is in object A. Please look at that. This is the last point I am adding. Please listen carefully. I am going to wind up this in 2 minutes. Which function is required? That is only exactly. Super. That is, suppose there is a data. That data only has access to this function in object A. Only this. Please look at my cursor. Only this function. Yes or no? And in B, object B, the data is only accessible to this function. Yes or no? And in C, this function. Okay. This data is only accessible to in this function. But how they are communicating? How they are communicating? All object A, B, C, how they are communicating? Through public functions. Through public functions. Understand? Did you understand, boys? Please think of it. Please think very carefully. Yes. Think very carefully regarding this. Can you repeat? Yes, Mr. Chazi. Yeah. I'll repeat. Please wait. Object A, suppose object A is S1, object B is S2, object C is S3. That is S1, student 1, object B is student 2. Object A is student 1, object B is student 2, object C is student 3. Okay now? Is that okay? Now, student 1 అనగానే మీరు object A వైపు చూడాలి. Student 1 is having what? A data and some functions. As the data is private, the function which are there in the student 1 can only be accessed to the data. Yes or no? Please look at my cursor too. The function which is there in student 1 can only access this data because it is private. Because this is private. Is the data of the student 1 is available to object B, that is student 2? Is the data of student 1 is available to student 2? No, right? No, not at all. Because the data in student 1 is under private. That private data only accessible to this function. Please look at my cursor. Only this function. Because it is there in only this class. The scope is only confined to this. Understand or not? Yes, no. Shazi, did you understand now? But how they are communicating? Object student 1, student 3, student 4, how they are communicating with each other? Through functions. Because they are under which access specifier? Which access specifier? Public. Very good. That's it. That is the only summary. That is the heart of the OOPS concept. Actually, understood? Did everybody understand what exactly the picture? Yes, very good. Welcome, Shazi. Okay, fine no. Now, coming back. Yeah, please look at this too. I am closing. In procedure, second point. In procedural programming, overloading is not possible. Yes, Mr. Abhishek. Yes, you are welcome. What's your doubt? What's your doubt? Yes. If there are two functions in one single class, are you telling? Wherein one function is so be accessed public. Okay. And other is, listen, Abhishek, actually your behavior never be private. Your behavior never be private. Behavior means your methods should not be. How is such thing programmed? No. See, so always data has to be public or private, but the methods always be public. The methods, because without your methods are public, how can you program? How can you complete your task? Because the data is private, the methods also private, then that class doesn't have any existence, no? That class is useless. Yes or no? That class is useless. Its functionality is not at all available to the others. My meaning is that. No, ma. The methods, it's not a good practice having methods as private methods. Understood? Understood? If that is private and data also private, it will not be sustained. Okay? Like when it is public, every function can be, like when it's public, every function can be accessed. Yes. Yes. If it is private, we cannot access outside the class. That is, student 1 function is suppose private, that function is not at all, that function, that data is not at all available to the student 2. Because student 2 data may be, student 2 functionality may be dependent on student 1. Listen, if I want to complete my task, but can we have private functions? No, ma'am. Of course you can, you may write, it may not be, maybe giving, no, you cannot. You cannot write private functions. You cannot. What if I want a function where no other can access only except itself? Then listen, you cannot write even the object, you cannot create an object even in the main also. Understood what I am saying? In one single class, you need to write the data, you need to write the functions, you need to declare you need to create the objects too. Then only it is possible. Otherwise, if you are creating the objects in some other class and you want to access the data and functions in some other class, that is not possible. Difference between private and protected. Private is within the class. The access scope is within the class. Protected means to the child class. Suppose my data child class. Suppose my data, listen carefully. Protected means suppose the data is protected in the parent class. That data, protected data, is available to the child class, but not other classes. No, we cannot give access specifiers in main. No. Fine? Fine. Got it, Mr. Sai Ganesh? Did you understand protected? Yes? Fine. Fine. Shall I move? Shall I move ahead? Good. Listen guys, the last 2 points I am going to talk about. Function is more, in third point I am asking, third point I am telling, third, in procedural programming, function is more important than data. Yes or no? That's what we have experienced in C. But in object-oriented programming, data is more important than function. because we are more concentrated on data, because data has to be secured. Yes or no? Did you understand what I'm saying? The session may be closed. Oh, 1 to 2:30 it seems. 1 to 2:20 or 2:40. Okay. Okay. Time is up. The time we are running out. Okay. Fourth point I am saying, procedural programming is based on unreal world. Unreal world means it may not be exactly a real world thing. Yes or no? General concepts we can implement in procedural programming. But in object-oriented programming is based on real world concepts. If there is any real world concept that we can address that real world program in task in our object-oriented programming. That's what. And examples of procedural programming are C, Fortran, Pascal, Basic. And examples of OOPS are C++, Java, Python, and C hash. Understood now, guys? So this is the last concept in the first part of the unit 1. I hope everybody understood. Please let me know in the chat box. Did everybody understand what we have discussed so far? Yes. So this is my last session, boys. This is my last session. Okay. So all the best to you guys, and take care.